Another big decision that you might be making, and one that I've pondered for a few years now, is should you do an MBA or not? Is it something that's going to change your life, that's going to add value to you as a product perhaps in the marketplace? Is it something that's going to make you do your job better? Well, there's a lot of business schools offering MBA courses, and the question often that gets asked is, how relevant are they for your particular job situation itself? Well, to help us unlock some of those questions, I'm now joined by the Professor Jon Foster-Pedley, Dean of Henley Business School, here in studio. Thank you very much for joining us on the program, and welcome.
Thanks, Peter.
All right, so to MBA or not to MBA? That is the question.
Look, it's a big question, obviously, you know. But the main thing is, don't do it if you just want to get a qualification. What's the point? An MBA should be something that really helps you, and in fact, they do help you. It should be practical, and it should develop your mind. So do it for your own sake. For heaven's sake, please don't do it because you just want a qualification.
Are they useful?
They're extremely useful. In fact, the MBAs are progressing all the time. And what it can do for you, it helps you think critically, it prepares you for board-level thinking, it helps you become more international in your focus, but above all, it should make you more confident. And it's a confidence, I think, that we really need. And a good MBA will treat you with respect and will build your confidence, so you really feel capable of doing things afterwards.
So when should you do it? I mean, I see a lot of young people now finish their honours and they go straight into an MBA. Should you go away, work for a while, and maybe do it in your 30s? What's your recommendation?
I'm really for the go away and do it option, you know, because the thing is, if you come with some experience and things you've done, and then you talk to other people on your MBA course who've done that as well, you're going to have a much better MBA experience. And if you come just straight out of an undergrad degree, I mean, you've got your head full of theory. You actually need practical stuff to work with, and that's the big thing about an MBA.
How do you choose a school?
Choose it on about 3 dimensions. Firstly, think about what sort of MBA do you want to do. If you want to do a full-time one, then look at the proper full-time, the big full-time schools. If you want to balance your family, your job, and the MBA, because it's not a matter of doing an MBA, it's a matter of managing it. So if you want to do that, choose something that's more flexible. You know, we do a 3-year flexible option, other schools do 2 years, etc. And that's one thing. The other thing is, when you go there, what does it feel like? Do you feel like you're being looked down to, talked down to, or do you feel like that you've been taken seriously and that somebody looks you in the eyes and say, we want to grow you, we want to develop you, and we believe in you? If you get that sense, go for that school. And the third thing is, don't take too much store on rankings, but look at accreditation. Accreditation is what really matters. That's when other serious academics and business schools look at your school that you're going to and say, is this a school that's really run well? So those are the 3 criteria I'd run.
Content now is the big thing. We're in Africa, we've got African problems. Are we being taught enough in the MBA courses in our schools here to deal with African problems?
No, we're not, and we really should be. We've got some fantastic academics and writers and practitioners on the African continent, and we should look at those more. There is a sort of instinct to go towards the Eurocentric or the Americentric type MBAs. And while I think it's probably a mistake to have an African MBA per se, because it narrows it down, what we should be looking at is what's going on around us. You know, we need to think of Africa with confidence. What's it going to be like in 10 years, a transnational Africa, where we're confident, where we're building our businesses in the world? And that's what we need to build with our MBA students, confident, capable people.
All right, unfortunately we've run out of time, but I think you've given us a good sprinkling of ideas, and perhaps you might motivate some of us old bones to get back to school. Thank you so much for joining us, Prof.
You better do your MBA this year, Peter.
We'll have a chat about that. All right, now time to take a look at your market indicators, starting with your currencies. Let's take a look at the rand. There you go. It's been pretty thin trades. You know,